Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome everyone to Arts Class and everything in between. I am your host, Eileen, aka Eileen, the Little Crafter. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Alrighty, guys. So wherever you're listening to, whether it's YouTube, whether it's whatever podcast, please subscribe and let me know that you like, whether it's a heart, star, or a thumbs up. Lets me know that you like these types of podcasts, and I can try and do more reviews of these. So this one is a review of the Discovery of Witches. I am going to be kind of giving you a little bit of, excuse me, what I am reading in the book, a little bit of the TV show, and overall what I think of the show. So first off, I want to apologize that I've been MIA. Unfortunately, I did catch COVID. All of our family kind of did that. And I do have, excuse me, this bit of a terrible cough. I'm still fighting the effects of it. I am COVID-free, so I'm super duper excited about that. But unfortunately, I have this wicked cough. So, it is horrible. I'm still I didn't lose taste or smell. I just got dizzy, kind of the worst things about being sick happened. And right now I'm just kind of coughing and feeling a little dizziness and a little bit of nausea every now and again, but that's about it. So again, I super duper apologize about that. But as I was saying, this podcast is all about the Discovery Witches, my review of it. I also want to wish my son a happy 18th birthday. I can't believe he turned 18 yesterday. I also celebrated a birthday, and so I'm 48 years old now, so time is flying. But anyway, guys, so I was introduced to the show. I believe that my niece introduced it to me, so thank you, Olivia. You're the best. And I just absolutely fell in love with it. And I watched season 1, not one, but twice. Season 2, I was not a huge fan of. I felt that it dragged. I did like the fact that they did go back in time. Okay, so kind of give you the premise of this before I go rambling on about certain things. And I will try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. I cannot guarantee. But here we go. Let's give this a shot. Alrighty. So basically it is about the world, the here and now, with these magical creatures. The 3 races are demons, vampires, and witches. They exist. But they are basically dwindling in the world of humans because humans are taking over, and also some humans that find out about them basically kill them off. And they also have the set of rules that they have to live by, and they are also governed by I think it's called the council that kind of helps them with the rules and regulations about things they can and cannot do. One of them is basically that they can't marry within another species or have children. Excuse me. I hate this cough. But anyways, as I was saying, they can't have children, they can't marry. But there are people, within their within their societies that are seeing past all of the hypocrisy that they feel, and also they feel that the divide that they have been having on and going on basically has not been the right thing to do, and so that is kind of brewing. Also, the main witch that they're have this story centered around. Basically, she is from America. She is a doctor of, I forgot exactly, alchemy. She studies alchemy, medieval alchemy, and stuff like that. And she wants nothing to do with being a witch. She basically is like, no, she can't do it. Her family is a witch. Her mother was a witch. Her father was a witch. And they were both from both powerful families. And something happened, and so she had to move in with her aunt. Her aunt basically tried to teach her, but she was like, no, I don't want to learn. So there was a lot of bickering back and forth. So Diana basically turned to being a student in a sense. Matthew is Matthew the Claremont, and also Diana Bishop. Those are the two names. So Matthew is a vampire who has lived for centuries. I forgot exactly what century. I believe is the Elizabeth Beaton era, or I could be wrong. I forget my middle age terminology. Way to go for being a history major. But anyways, as I was saying, he was turned into a vampire by a very powerful vampiric family, and he served his father in matters of taking care of other vampires that may have had something called blood rage, or which is something that is part of the story that I think you learn in season 1, but more or less season 2, and then you learn more in season 3. Season 3 is kind of like this bombshell of what it really is, and I'm not going to tell you because it's such a really poignant story, and it's like, makes you really wonder why, this is happening. So I will not tell you that. That spoiler I will keep to myself. So as the story progresses, Diana and Matthew are searching for this book. It's supposed to give dominion and answers about where the races come from, where the magic, how to destroy vampires, how to create, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so it is... The book is basically called the Book of Creation. So they're looking for the pages, but the only person that can really call the book is Diana. So one day she's in the library, she calls it up. She feels the magic in it, but she doesn't want to deal with it because she's like, nope, magic, get away. So Matthew reaches out to her for some strange reason. He's drawn to her, and they kind of do this dance of, does he like me? Does she like me or does he not? What, kind of that thing. And also with everything going on in the congregation and all these rules and, learning a little bit about the characters and stuff like that. So as I said before, it does take place in, I believe, Oxford or Cambridge. I forgot which one, but it does takes place in that area. And then it also takes place in America. They go and they they meet the aunties after everything's, a little bit... they're learning more about the dynamics of their relationship, as well as what exactly Diana, her powers are, and how special she is. Excuse me for that. So anyways, and a lot is going on, and apparently not everybody in the congregation is on the up and up. They all have their own hidden agendas, and it basically is... kind of really sad to see, because it's like you were there to help your particular race, but it's there, and Matthew and Diana and every other person are seeing excuse me, are seeing the downfalls of the congregation, and they basically are trying to figure out. Diana is something of, sorry for this, a spoiler. She's a time walker, so that happens, and it's just, they go back in time in season 2, they go back into, like I said, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is basically, talking to Matthew about the witches and their loyalties, and all this other stuff is going on while they're still trying to search for the book. And they meet all these characters, and it was a little confusing and a little, like I said, drawn out. I don't know if I'm going to see season 2 again. I may try to watch season 2 again so I can, and get the full effect. Right now in the book, I forgot. I'm just basically reading where Matthew and Diana had just met. So, and it's very different. It's very, I don't want to say wordy, but it kind of goes back and forth to Diana's past, about what she was thinking, how she felt about her family, what kind of person her mother was, what kind of person her father was, what happened what was going on during the day that her parents passed away. And then it goes into the relationship between Diana and her aunts, and then it also goes into her being a student, about her things that were happening to her at the time of her being in high school and in college and all this other stuff, and what led her to change her major to what it is. And so it's very fascinating. So it's very different. Basically, it kind of takes place while she's reading in the library, and I guess she's also thinking about her family or whatever. So that kind of goes into it. In the series, basically, she is kind of reading, I don't remember exactly, but she's also reading the book. But she also bumps into another witch who basically, was talking to her, and somebody else is there, and he's trying to convince her to, get Diana to join their coven. But Diana is like, no, I'm not joining any coven. I'm not joining anybody for any feast or any festivals. I have my work. And she's pretty much trying to settle down into her studies, and because she has a paper to write, and she wants to hurry up and make tenure. So it's pretty straightforward on that end. The book is really, I love how it kind of goes back and forth and brings you back into the past. The way Matthew is described, the actor that plays Matthew is, to me, a little bit older than what they described. I kind of see him as a little bit younger. I kind of feel like the person that, the actor that they have playing his sire could have been Matthew, in my opinion. But at the same time, the person that plays Matthew, and I can't remember the actor's name at this moment, and I don't want to look it up because I don't want to stop the recording because I'm on a roll. I kind of feel like that would have been maybe more about a Matthew, but the actor that's playing it, he has this just so much presence and depth to him that it's just really amazing. And I think I was kind of a little bit confused, but at the same time I was like, you know what, I think it works. I really think that the casting works, and it's really fun, and I love it. There was another scene that I really enjoyed, that when Diana and Matthew finally admitted to everybody that they love each other. Isabel basically was kind of, his mother, the one that made him, basically was like, are you sure? Because this is what vampires are. And she goes to have a hunt, and she hunts in front of her, and she tells her, are you still going to love him even when he looks like this? And Diana stood her ground, and she was like, I will still love him. Like, that's not going to change me. So, it was a really, really interesting scene. I actually thought that Isabel was going to kill her, because she has been known to kill witches before. So sorry about that, spoiler alert. But also at the same time, I think that she is slowly starting to respect her and love her like a daughter, and respect the other races, and is kind of seeing their point of view of why things need to change. And but at the same time, she's still being neutral and, keeping things under control. Like, she's very stern, and she has this very stoic look, and she's a very proper lady in France. I believe that's where it was. The chateau was in France. I'm not 100% sure. It could be how rewind in London as well. I'm thinking possibly, maybe, but I may have to go back, and because once I finish reading the book, and once I finish the series, which I'm so bittersweet about, I want to do a review about what I felt, what was good, what was, that kind of comparison. So right now I am going to give a pause and give you guys a break from hearing me, and let's get a word in from our sponsors. And we're back. Alrighty, guys. So it is really, I'm going to be honest with you, it is a really good series. If you don't have anything to watch, it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's not the same thing as, let's say, if you guys are a fan of Anne Rice. It kind of has a little bit of, keep away from the humans. Don't let them know about certain things. It has a lot of intrigue. Like I said before, season 1 was better than season 2. Season 3, I kind of feel like returns to that season 1 feel. I don't know if it's because of the era. One thing I did find interesting was that they had a lot more answers to certain things. A little bit, like I said, they touched a little bit more on the blood rage for season 2, and then they go into it a lot more in season 3. There was a lot of characters that were introduced. Diana basically found out who she really was or is, or it's kind of very interesting. And then there's a lot more allies and people that are seeing a lot more, and their eyes are opening, and there's a lot of ups and downs, heartbreaks, and I am so enjoying it. So you can find it on AMC Plus. You can find it on Shudder. So I really highly recommend this series. It is the Discovery Witches. It is a weekly series. Season 1 and 2, excuse me, I apologize. Season 1 and 2 are already up. So right now we're just waiting on season 3, and I believe season 3 already has 4 episodes. I believe there are kind of like I forgot how many episodes for season 1 and 2, but there's plenty. I find, like I said, I really enjoyed season 1. Season 2, not so much. I kind of felt like there was something missing. I don't know how to explain it, but I did find enjoyable Diana going back in past and being a modern woman and having to act a certain way because of the time, and also missing pants because she had to ride with a skirt on, and at one point she had to use Matthew's pants. Oh my goodness, it was so funny because I'm like, I am so with you. I could not do that. It was very funny, and she got sick a little bit, but anyways, like I said before, it is really an enjoyable season. It's good. It has its ups and downs. But like I said, I enjoyed season 1 better than season 2, and I'm enjoying season 3. I really wish that we could have gotten a 4th season, but it is what it is. And if you guys want to know more about it, you can read the book. I got it on my Apple phone. I'm sure you probably can get it on any Android device as well, wherever you can get books at. So I'm going to end this here and tell you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I will get to them. And as always, thank you for watching listening. Sorry. I'm so much into YouTube. I haven't done YouTube in a hot minute, and I may have to get back into videos, but not quite soon. I may have to get better, a lot better health-wise before I can start the videos. But anyways, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. And thank you for listening again. Sorry, I'm rambling. Alrighty, so bye for now, guys.